Hello balloon friends, today we're going to be making this mermaid, Princess Ariel. We are going to need 3 green 260s. That's a green, a lime green and a chrome. We're going to be doing a braid with that. Then we're going to need a 350 blush for the body and the pinch twist for the neck. We're going to need a 160 blush for the hands and arms, a 6-inch quick link for the head, and 3 red 260s for the hair. We're going to be learning a new technique today called the balloon curling technique with a few performance tips that I like to use in my show. Finally, we're going to finish with 160s for the shell. All right, guys, we're going to start with the tail. You're going to need 3 green balloons, a lime green, a dark green, and a chrome green. They should all be blown up about with a hand's width tail. What we're going to do is we're going to start by giving the green a 3-finger pinch twist, and the same with the lime green, and then just lock those guys together like so. Now you're going to make about a hand's width petal twist out of the green, and same with the lime green. Now position these pinch twists in between these flower twists, and now you have this nice ribbon design which you can use for other things. But today we're going to be making her tail with a braid, so we're going to introduce our third color, which is the chrome. We're going to tie that into this connection point, wrap it around once or twice. And now we're going to try and make a braid, or a plait as they say in English. So we're just going to take the color on the outside and put it on the inside. I'm going to start with the right. So that's 1 on the inside, 2, 3. And we just keep giving it a little squeeze as we go down. We want to continue doing that until 1, 2, 3. You've got about 3 hands length of braid. And then just twist all of the pieces together like so. So here we have her hips. Her body's going to go in here. This is her tail, and now we need to make the fins of her tail. Now we've got our lime green and our dark green. I'm just going to twist off a circle here and twist that back in to the braid. And I'll do the same with the lime green. And just like we had on the top, I'm going to position each of these bubbles on one side of the fins to give them some shape. And then I'm also going to tear off this green. So I don't like to waste these, but we don't need that anymore. So maybe I can put it in the scrap box and use it for something later. All right. Okay, so here we have the fins. We're coming down. This is her tail, and this is her waist. Give it a little bit of bend now. All right, let's get on to the body. For her body, we're going to need a 350 blush, and for her arms, we're going to need a 160 blush. We're going to take the nozzle of this blush, and we're going to wrap it into her waist. Wrap it into those pinch twists there. Let's give her a 1.5 hand body, followed by a small pinch twist for her neck. Now we're going to give her some arms with our blush 160. We're going to do a 1-finger pinch twist, followed by a 2-finger petal twist for her hands. Let's give her a 1-hand length arm, and we're going to repeat on the other side. So that's another 1-hand arm, 1-finger pinch twist, and a 2-finger petal twist there. So that's her arms. Now we can take this joint and put it in with the neck. Okay, we don't need this anymore, so we'll snap that off. And just tie that in. Okay, we also don't need this anymore, so we can snap that off. And remember to tie it into our pinch twist. Okay, for the head, we're gonna need a 6-inch quick link blush. Blown up about so. And we can just tie that into the neck. All right, and next we're gonna get ready to do the hair. We're gonna need 3 red 260s. What we're gonna be doing is using something called the balloon curling technique for this. If you can mouth inflate, that's definitely going to help. But if you can't, don't worry about it. You can always ask the birthday kid to be your special helper or somebody else in the audience to be your assistant. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be filling the 260 balloon full of air all the way to the end, leaving no tail. Now that in itself is quite rare, so you can make a big hullabaloo over it, and then you're going to release all of the air as well, and in the performance technique you can pretend that you've done that by mistake. Now we're going to repeat that 3 times, and by the end of the 3rd time, the parents and the kids both realize that you've been doing it on purpose. You must have been doing it for a reason. Then you move on to the next stage, which is the curling of the balloon technique. So I guess it would look something like this. You're going to take the balloon, and then you look at it and you blow it up all the way. Whoa, it's so long. Whoa, my God. Whoa. Whoops. Let me try that again. So you do that 3 times. Once you've pre-inflated and pre-stretched all your balloons, then they're going to be ready for the princess's hair. What you're going to do with your inflated balloons is you're going to take your hand and you're going to pinch the balloon in between your fingers like so. And then you're going to wrap the balloon around your fingers like this. And then with this end, you can get the birthday kid to use the pump to blow it up, or you can use your mouth-to-mouth inflate. Okay, so we got a nice curl on that balloon. This is going to be for her hair. We're gonna measure 1, 2, 3 hands. And then this is gonna be one of the flowing locks of hair coming out the back of her head. So we're gonna put it into this neck joint. And then we're gonna follow up the line of the head to the nozzle of the quick link. Make a twist. Tie that in, and then also I'd like to have a little pinch twist here as a connection point for the rest of the strands of hair we're going to be adding as we go along. Then we're going to follow back down into the neck joint, and you can see that the hair is already coming together and flowing nicely out the back. Then we repeat with the rest of the balloons like this. We're going to repeat with our curling technique. So we go round. And again, take a strand of hair that you would like to have, and we're going to just put that into the neck. Come up on to the side of the head to the pinch twist at the top, and back down the other side. And then we can do that 1/3 and final time. Good thing to note with the balloon curling technique is you can actually make different shapes. So you could start pinching it here. You could fold it around your fingers once, then you could fold it around the whole hand, or you could even go for an S shape or something like that, something like this, and get some kind of interesting shape. Like so. Okay, and let's do the same as we did before. Twist off a strand of hair and put it into the neck joint. Now, as this is the final piece of hair, I'm going to use a bit of manipulation. Just give it a bit of a squeeze to give her a fringe. So I'm going to give it a little squeeze and tuck it behind. And then pull up into this top pinch twist here. So you can see here we got this coming over now, which gives it this kind of fringe effect, because Ariel's actually got this big fringe that goes all the way over. And then I think I'm going to do it here as well. So I pinch it about halfway down, and now I'm going to start to pull the air out of this portion of the balloon, and then I'm just going to put that back into the neck joint or into those pieces of hair. Okay, so we've got Ariel's face, we've got the back of her head, which has the hair going all over the place like crazy. And I like to leave the hair more or less just like this. Maybe I'll give it a tiny bit more shaping. But Ariel lives in the sea, so this kind of gives her the image of her hair flowing and flowing in the, not the breeze, flowing in the water. All right, so that is Ariel's hair. Next, she does not want to be a nudie. We've got to give her her swimsuit or her shells, as people say. A lot of the kids are always like, boobies, boobies. I'm like, no, they're the shells, they're the shells. Okay, guys, let's get on to making the shells. We need a dark purple 160 and a light purple 160. We're going to do a 1 finger pinch twist, followed by a 2.5 finger pinch twist, followed by a half finger pinch twist, and then match what we've just done. So that's another 2.5 finger bubble, followed by a 1 finger pinch twist. Okay, so you can see this is going to be the shells. Now we're going to put the light purple over the top of these. So I'll attach the light purple in. Here. And now I'm going to go over with about half the size bubble. So this one is 2 fingers, so I'm going to do a 1 finger bubble like this, and I'm going to stretch the balloon into that middle pinch twist, and then I'll do the same here. So that's a 1 finger bubble, stretch and pull into the pinch twist on the side. And now you can see we have her shells. We are going to wrap them around the torso like so, and then just tie them at the back. Now I'm going to give this just a little pinch twist just in case they come undone when I'm going to tie the knot. There we go. And now we can just remove the excess. And don't forget to tie those in. This often comes undone, and it's the very last moment, and it's a serious pain when it does. So there we go. All right, so that is our Princess Mermaid. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. See you again.